The kid that no one wanted. The teenage years are supposed to be the best years of our lives, but not for me. When I was in high school, I was what you might call a real loser. I had mostly bad grades, very few friends, a broken family, and a broken spirit. I was a disheveled, clumsy, inappropriately dressed, awkward mess with a personality to match. I was a real zero. In fact, one day in class, another student called me a worthless nobody, and no one in the room disagreed, including the teacher, including me. I had spent most of my adolescence underachieving and underperforming. I was disliked and ignored by just about all of my teachers. I was the kid that no one wanted. The kid that teachers really didn't want in their lives. The kid that teachers didn't want to see on their rosters. The kid that teachers failed before ever setting foot in their classroom. If I was absent from school, no one said, "Hey, we missed you yesterday," or "It's good to have you back." I admit I was largely responsible for this negative perception. In my frenetic search to find my identity, I did not always make the best choices. The end result is that I was labeled a bad kid, a problem, troubled. I spent many of my days in the alternative classroom, away from the other kids. I did excel at some things. I was good at getting sent to the office. I was very good at staying angry. And I was excellent at blaming the school, the teachers, and the world for all of my spectacular failures. I hated the teachers, I hated the school, but most of all, I hated myself. I felt helpless to overcome my past, and hopeless that my future might not be any brighter. Over the summer, my parents divorced, and my spirit sank even deeper. With the first day of school in August came the probability of another precarious beginning. More of the same, another semester of failures, and discipline referrals, and detentions, and the subsequent arguments at home. Then I walked into your classroom. As I passed through the door, you greeted me with a smile and an outstretched hand. You gently said hello, called me by my name, and said how nice it was to meet me. No teacher had ever done this before. You began to talk to me every day, even if it was just for a quick moment. You listened to me, and you were actually interested in what I had to say. It was the little things you did that made the biggest difference. Almost every day without fail, you asked if I needed any help or assistance. You made it very clear that you respected me, and that you were not going to give up on me, or listen to the opinions of the other teachers. Your patience, your consistency, your positive approach, and your determination to help me succeed turned my life around. Instead of screaming when I misbehaved and embarrassing me in front of the other students, you encouraged me privately to change my behavior. And I did. So when I got things right, you praised me in front of everyone. And then I didn't want to disappoint you. Instead of sending me out of class because of my poor behavior, you had the courage and the resilience to see beyond the behaviors. You recognized my abilities and let me know that you believed I was a person who one day would make a great and valuable contribution to the world. You gave me the one thing I needed most of all: encouragement. For the first time, I was proud of myself. No teacher had ever inspired me the way that you did. The lessons you taught me and the self-confidence you ignited in my spirit are still with me today. You accepted me for who I was, while gently encouraging me to change for the better. There are a lot of exceptional teachers who go the extra mile for their students in so many ways. But maybe one day, if you're lucky enough, you'll walk into a room and you'll find someone who changes your life. You were that person for me, the one who made a positive difference. I appreciate all of your selfless and humble efforts. You taught me how to be comfortable in my own shoes and how to walk in those shoes with my head held high. And for all that, I just wanted to say thank you.